A coalition of Nigeria's opposition forces may be dead on arrival. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's push for a united front against the ruling APC has been firmly rejected by governors of his own party. Meeting in Ibadan, the PDP governors ruled out any merger talks, insisting that these seeking a broader platform should instead take themselves to join the PDP. This move has intensified questions around internal divisions, zoning battles, and Atiku's long-running presidential ambitions, which many within the party now say must end. With the national convention set for August, the race is to shape PDP's future. It's now underway. Well, joining us now on Newsday to help unpack the implications of these developments, it's Oladimeji Fabiyi, a former director of media for the PDP Presidential Campaign Council. He'll also be exploring what this means for opposition politics, party unity, and the road ahead to the 2027 elections. Thank you for joining us this afternoon here on Newsday.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Well, the rug being pulled up under the feet of former President Atiku Abubakar. That's how this is being described in terms of this coalition not working as well as we had thought when they made an announcement back in March. In hindsight, in your opinion, do you think that the PDP could have managed this issue of a proposed merger just a little bit better than has been done as of now?
Well, thank you very much. Let me quickly correct something. I wasn't a director of media. I was director of groups in the presidential campaign. So having said that, you see, the PDP, I think should be held responsible for putting itself in this misfortune, mode, because they would have, like you said, they have the opportunity in this world to have done it better than what is happening at the moment. The issue of coalition or merger or alliances, all these things are not new in Nigeria's political landscape. So whichever way you want to look at it, the party has been embroiled in lots of leadership tussles, lots of court issues and all that has led us to this place, to the point the party is now. And everybody, even the PDP Governors Forum is not a statutory organ of the party that can actually take decisions, but they are still respected because they are stakeholders. But there are other stakeholders in the party who are not governors. But the bigger stakeholders are the Nigerians, because this should be about the Nigerian people. It shouldn't be about an individual. For me, the PDP Governors Forum has really deepened the decision they took in Ibadan last night. It has really deepened the crisis in the PDP. It has not helped. That decision has not helped anybody. Number one is either they are sensitive to the mood of the nation. Number two, perhaps it's deliberate, because of the personal agenda or collective agenda they have. So as far as I am concerned, they have not really served the interest of the people or even the interest of the party, their party members. To me, they serve their own personal interest, because what is there in a country where we have a ruling government that is holding tight to governance, to ruling the country in an undemocratic manner. What Atiku was saying, and this is my take on it, was that there's no way PDP as it is now can wrestle power, can unseat this government, because Nigerians are not having a better deal. So if Atiku made this proposal last year, and the party executive, the NWC, came up and said, no, we're not going to do that, and we can see the line the governors are equally taking. No serious opposition party, no credible, no serious political party, no serious opposition, party would distance itself from a strategic, the strategic imperative of coalition building. And when we look at this as a whole, Nigeria needs a shift in all of this. And that's what Atiku and some of the other people that are talking about coalition is saying, that all opposition should come back together and unite so that Nigeria can have something better. So this is my take on it. They've not done well. And for me, I think they have taken the decision in a haste, because they say 24 hours is too long in politics. So we still have about 2 years. I know something is going to give way. And I know because this coalition is the movement. And by the time it takes shape, proper shape, they will see. And I'm afraid for especially the first-time governors, and this is a warning to them, the first-time governors in PDP should watch it. They will be, I'm sorry, a lot of them may not even have platform to contest if this thing is not well managed. So everybody had expected, the party members had expected that the governors forum that had been given all the respect because of the strength and the magnanimity of their nature, they should have done better. What stops them from addressing critical issues that has been belittling the party, that has held the party down? So they're not talking of a convention in August, taking it to Kano. If they let them take it to Sambisa Forest, it's their problem. But what I want to tell them is that this coalition is going to work. Because it's not about individuals, it's not about Atiku, it's not about Peter Obi, it's not about El-Rufai, it's not about anybody. It's about the Nigerian, it's about redemption of the country, it's about rescuing this country. So for me, I think we'll wait and see how all of this thing plays out as days and months unfold.
Now, but some analysts would argue that one of the critical issues bedeviling the PDP is Atiku Abubakar's, personal ambition to become the president of the country. So looking at it now, how likely is it for Atiku to actually convince the PDP governors to support a merger, considering the fact that some of them may also have their own presidential aspirations or even have allegiance to other party leaders?
Thank you very much. How should my ambition be a problem to somebody, or how should somebody's ambition be my problem?
Well,
this is democracy.
Democracy
guarantees freedom.
Allow me to, reply to that. The fact that his ambition, actually seemed to have overturned the zoning formula, isn't that one of the issues that we are facing? Isn't that one of the reasons why some wike turned against the party?
I really don't get that. I really don't share that, because this is democracy. All right? It's about going into a contest. If you don't like Atiku, don't vote for him. You don't have to shut it down. He's entitled, he's guaranteed under the constitution of this country to express his ambition, to display, to contest as any time as he wants. It's for you. If you don't like him, you don't vote for him. If you don't believe in what he's doing, don't vote for him. You don't shut down somebody's ambition down because you don't like his face. It's absurd. I don't see where that is allowed in democracy. So if anybody comes up and says because Atiku wants to run, that is why he wants to scatter the party, I'm afraid the person is being unrealistic, is delusional. Atiku has the right to contest just like any other person in PDP is right. Atiku cannot stop anybody from running, just as nobody can stop Atiku from running. If I decide to run for president 10 times, it's my choice, it's my prerogative. You can't stop me. The best you can do is to come to the field and defeat me. So why are they afraid? Who is afraid of Atiku Abubakar? All of this that are happening in PDP is because of the myopic nature of their mind. Why should it be about one person? Why shouldn't it be about the institution? Why shouldn't it be about the party, the instrument that can lead to governance, that can give people dividends of democracy? So it beats my imagination, the thinking of certain people. You cannot do that. So Atiku should drop his ambition because they have an ambition. Is that what they are telling us? Nigerians know better. They can't continue to tell us all of these things. The crisis has gotten to this level because the so-called leaders, we have an NWC that is like the current National Assembly rubber stamp. They are so afraid of the governors, and the governors of PDP that have what do you call them, immunity, are afraid of the Minister of FCT who does not have immunity. They will explain to Nigerians tired. Because they think Nigerians are foolish. Nigerians are not foolish. PDP members are not foolish. Now today, PDP is not a party that is inspiring. You have to think twice before you can say you want to run in PDP as it is today. At the moment, PDP is not a vehicle that you can say you have confidence to go and start running. What happened in Anambra, like I said earlier, still on this channel, it will be a dress rehearsal in 2027. We'll see the number of people that will be so encouraged to go and pick PDP form to say they want to run. All these governors, what they are doing is, to my mind, I am not speaking for anybody, they are working for opposition, they are working for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So, because Bola Ahmed, who is the PDP Governors Forum chairman, can he come out and say he does not know that some of his members are in bed with APC? Can he come out and say that I challenge to come out and say he does not know? So these are the things. Why should it be about one person? Why should you subject PDP? A robust party. And I've always asked this question. We were in this country when PDP was a ruling government. We did not see any of the governors of AD or AC all those nomenclature when they lobbying with PDP president. We did not see any of them hiding under the umbrella of PDP president to fight their own party, to destroy their own party. This is what we are seeing in PDP now. It will fail. Coalition will work. It's the movement Nigerians are waiting for. We conducted a poll, a very big poll last year, and we suggested, the suggestion was that, the report was that coalition is the way to unseat this current government that is not giving Nigeria the best of everything they've always desired.
Well, then, I'm guessing people are curious now. What exactly was it about Atiku that, or his views that differed from the governor's views in the PDP? What were the key points of contention that could have caused it to get here, apart from his repeated ambition to get to the presidency, despite the public press conference that he had with El Rufai and others?
Well, I think it's the governors that can explain why they are so scared of Atiku Abubakar. I guess the governor that can tell the world what their problem is with Atiku Abubakar. Atiku has no enemy with anyone. In fact, Atiku is not fighting PDP. Atiku has no problem because it's his party. He was one of the people that founded this party, that spent his resources before all these young guys that are now governors, that are now benefit from PDP came and said they are funding the party. Some people built this party. They spend their resources, they spend their time, everything to build this party, to make it a beautiful bride for some of these guys. But I'm not querying their own ambition to want to be anything. But you can't say because you want to be anything, you shut down somebody else's ambition. It's not done anyway. They are the only one who can explain to us, who can tell us why they are so scared of Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar is one man. Atiku Abubakar has moved ahead. He's not even having, like I said, he's not having a problem with the PDP. He just wanted to ensure that his major preoccupation is that we need to redeem this country. We need to rescue this country. And that is why he has stepped out to invite all other progressive, all other people, members of opposition, to come around and unite. So it's left for them. So history will judge between someone who stood to unite the people to rescue the country and those who stay aloof when the nation needed them most. The PDP governors must think they will leave that place one day. One day they will leave. All these things will come back and ask them. It will come back and ask them. All these things they are doing. We have governors previously, they are seeing what is happening now. Most of them are helpless. Those who contributed into the woes of the party. So it's going to be like that. And that is the truth.
Now, I recall clearly, that the APC also wanted to redeem and rescue Nigeria when it was formed, several years back. But alas, here we are, how many years later? So what will be different about Atiku Abubakar's proposed coalition? Will there be anything different in terms of ideology, in terms of policy, from what we are seeing presently?
Well, thank you very much. Only APC can answer the question for their failure because Nigerians gave them their votes. Nigerians supported them when President Muhammadu Buhari came on board. They did. And the last election in 2023, we knew what happened. So that has gone into dustbin of history. But let me tell you what Atiku is going to do different if he has the opportunity to rule this country, to govern this country, not to rule, to govern this country.
No, he
has been there as a former vice president, and his record.
Sorry, allow me to clarify. This is not about campaigning for Atiku Abubakar. I'm wondering what the proposed coalition will bring to the table that will be different from the APC as a political party. Some people have described the APC as a party of strange bedfellows. So in other words, I believe that this coalition will be the same people that share the same ideology. There will be people that share the same ideology, mindset, policy, values. So could you share with us what some of those ideology, values, would be, so that we'll know that indeed we can have some hope in this proposed coalition?
Okay, I think that is very clear. I thought you were talking about Atiku. Now, for the coalition, listen, the coalition is still in its formation stage. At the point, they are having lots of consultation. You need to bring a lot of interest together. And when this interest comes together, a lot of things will begin to be clear about what they want. But the first thing first is about the survival of this country, is about the need to rescue this country, is about the redemption of this country. That is the first thing. It's only if we are happy, the country is together, we are at peace, that we can talk of any other thing. But I am sure that because looking at the caliber of individuals that are coming, it's not just Atiku and El-Rufai and Peter Obi. There are quite a number, even within the PDP, there are quite a number of people, even in the APC, quite a number of people that are part of these things. Because there must be a shift. Can we say that, okay, we are okay the way we want to continue with the same of the same? There must be. APC came into power, by saying they were bringing change. And we have seen the change they have brought so far. So this number of people that are coming together, that are having Nigerians backing, I'm sure will not want to disappoint Nigerians like APC has done, because they've now seen it. Because the quite a number of people in APC are even joining because they see that they have not done well. That's why they are joining this coalition. And a lot of people in PDP are equally coming out to say, no, this is not what we bargained for, and other opposition elements. So as far as I know, they will come up with, that's why I said we still have 1 or 2 months and all that. They'll come up with their manifestos. Everybody will see it and tell us how they are going to actually implement those things. Just keep your fingers crossed. It will happen. As at this moment, what has APC under Tinubu given us? What have they provided? Well, policy somersault every time.
Oladimeji Fabiyi, former director of groups for the PDP Presidential Campaign Council, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon and for joining in this conversation.